This story takes us to Washington State, more specifically, to Chelan County.
Always telling me, "Oh, you look so beautiful, Mom. I love your earrings," or whatever it was that she could find.
Since she and Travis, who has been charged with murdering the 3 girls, divorced in 2020.
These are the Decker sisters, Paityn, Evelyn, and Olivia. 3 bright, loving children who should have been safe with their father. Instead, they vanished during a routine visitation, and 3 days later, their lifeless bodies were found near a remote Washington campground. What happened? Who is responsible? And why is justice still elusive? Join us as we trace every step of this haunting case, from disappearance to discovery, from desperation to the search for answers. On May 30, 2025, at about 5 p.m., Travis Decker arrived at his ex-wife Whitney's home in Wenatchee, Washington, to pick up their daughters for a scheduled visitation. When 8 p.m. passed with no sign of their return, Whitney called. Calls went straight to voicemail. Panic set in. By nightfall, she filed a civil complaint and contacted the police. Despite the alarm, authorities did not issue an Amber Alert because Decker had legal custody and no known history of violence. Instead, police issued an Endangered Missing Person Advisory. 3 days later, on June 2nd, investigators discovered a haunting scene. Decker's white pickup, his mobile home, sat abandoned near the Rock Island Campground in Chelan County. On the tailgate, 2 bloody handprints. The girl's beloved dog was also found inside, in good health, cared for by a local humane society. Near the truck lay the bodies of Paityn, Evelyn, and Olivia. Their bodies were zip-tied, each with a plastic bag over her head. A coroner ruled suffocation as the cause of death, certifying one of the most gut-wrenching homicides in recent memory. Laboratory analysis confirmed that the blood on the tailgate matched Travis Decker's DNA. Increasingly, investigators believed he was the sole suspect. The hunt for Travis Decker began immediately. Federal, state, and local agencies, including the U.S. Marshals, FBI, Homeland Security, National Guard, mobilized. Swift water rescue, cadaver dogs, drones, all deployed in an exhaustive search across Washington's rugged terrain. A tip had come in from Idaho's Sawtooth National Forest. Investigators responded swiftly, but the sighting was ruled out. Similar false alarms followed elsewhere. As weeks passed, officials urged residents to remain vigilant. On Father's Day, law enforcement paused to honor their families while maintaining the search. The search continues, they declared, but momentum was already slowing. Yet, delays mounted, searches scaled back. Closed-circuit footage emerged showing Travis just days before the killings and an innocuous fender-bender interaction with police. Yet nothing indicated the horror that would follow.
Some analysts now suspect that Decker may have perished in the wilderness. Cadaver dogs had not detected any human remains, but the possibility lingered. Born in Pewaukee, Wisconsin in 1992, Travis Caleb Decker grew up strong, athletic, and competitive. He served in the U.S. Army with deployments to Afghanistan and assignments in the Ranger Regiment and airborne units. His training forged survival skills and resilience, skills now aiding his flight. Behind the scenes, though, instability brewed. The court was made aware of Decker's struggles with post-traumatic stress and borderline personality disorder, issues that influenced custody terms set in 2023, allowing only limited visitation under supervision. I understand my current position isn't ideal. Camping is something we've done since they were in diapers. In September 2024 custody hearings, Decker insisted his daughters were always safe. Camping was a family tradition, but court filings painted a more troubling portrait. Sleep disruptions, emotional volatility, and erratic behavior that concerned his ex-wife. Just days before May 30th, Decker searched online for how to move to Canada, suggesting premeditation and escape planning. The tiny town of Wenatchee was shattered. The loss of 3 young lives sent shockwaves through residents, caregivers, and lawmakers alike. Public grief swiftly transformed into calls for change. Critics targeted the Amber Alert system. Although the Endangered Missing Person Advisory was issued, it lacked the immediacy of Amber Alerts. An online petition spearheaded by family and activists demanded reform. The proposed Whitney's Law would expand Amber Alert criteria to include high-risk situations involving custodial parents with known instability. State legislators, including Representative Brian Burnett, began examining how to adapt alert systems to prevent future tragedies. Reform momentum was building fast. Yet, as public engagement surged, the manhunt entered quiet mode. By late July, searches were scaled back. Resources shifted to a reduced footprint amid diminishing tips. Still, investigators insist the case remained open. As of August 2025, nearly 3 months after the girls were found, Travis Decker remains at large. Authorities say they have no definitive evidence confirming whether he is alive or dead. Paityn, Evelyn, Olivia, remembered not just for how their lives ended, but for who they were. Their laughter, their innocence, their potential. So many questions remain. Questions that haunt a family, a community, and a system left scrambling for answers. This is not the end of the story.